Here we are at the entrance. There's Connor's teacher, and here's Connor, ready to go. You ready to go, Connor? Pretty soon? Yeah? Okay. And here's the place. Here's the whole place. Here's the whole place. This is the entrance.
That place is coming.
Have you ever seen so many flowers? Sunflowers. So many sunflowers. Don't shake me. Look at that. Look at those sunflowers. Connor, don't shake me. Oh, man. There's Connor in line with the kids. Kids make a line and the parents make a line behind the kids.
All right, here we go. What is this big animal right here? It's a horse. That's right. Now, is a horse a big animal or a little animal? They're a big animal. That's right. Now, this horse here is very useful. Do you know what we use it for most today? What do you do with a horsey? You ride it. Boy, you guys are doing great so far. Now, they will eat hay. Now, horses were very useful to us long ago. Now, how did you guys get here today? What'd you ride in? A car. Did you know we used to not have cars? So we always ride horses. Okay, that would help us get around. They can also pull things. Now, look at that horse. Does that horse look strong? Yeah. They are very strong, so they can pull heavy things for us. That gives them wide shoulders. Now, what's that thing hanging down on the back of the horse that flops around? It's tail. Very good. You know what, people, don't you have a friend that's taller than you maybe, but you're older? Yeah, that's the way donkeys are too. Now, donkeys, if you look at the very front of a donkey, they're more narrow than a horse, meaning their shoulders are closer together, aren't they? You know what that allows them to do? Allows them to climb mountains better than a horse. So if we want them to carry something heavy for us, this is what they're used for. We put bags on them. Wouldn't that be neat if you had your own donkey and you could put your bags on it and carry all your stuff for you? All right, follow on down. Come all the way to the end. All right. Let's go ahead and come on in and sit on the bales, guys. You guys are doing a very good job. That was a good job moving from one area to another just then. Now, I told you we were going to take a look at maybe some funny looking animals. Now, if you look at these animals, what do you think these are? Anyone?
It's a little horse.
Little horse. Well, that's probably the best answer I've had all day. I usually get baby horses. I even had camels on this today. Okay? But you know what? A little horse is probably the best answer I've had. Now, do you know these horses are not going to get any bigger? These horses won't get any bigger at all. They're full size. Now, we just got these last weekend. These are called miniature ponies. Miniature means tiny, which is what he said. They're tiny horses. Now, you might think, why would anybody want a miniature pony? Animal. Well, some people have been told that, but you know what? Pigs aren't dirty because they want to be. Pigs are dirty because they have to be. Say, what? I'll tell you. Now, they like to roll around in mud and get mud all over them for a very specific reason. Now, I bet you guys will even understand. When you guys, who here likes to go to the beach? I do. Yeah. When you guys go to the beach and you're sitting out in the sun, what do you put on your skin so that you don't get burnt? Sunscreen. Great. Now, pigs will roll in mud and get that mud coated all over them so they don't get burnt. Because you'll notice pigs do not have very much hair. Their skin will burn. Okay? So they'll do that. Now, the other key reason, whenever you guys run around and you play real hard, what starts coming out of your skin? What starts coming out of your skin when you guys play real hard and you run a lot? That's good. A lot of people don't drink much goat milk. That's right. We'll talk more about milk when we get to an animal that we get our milk from. Does anybody know what that is? the cows, and we'll talk more about milk in just a minute. But we can get milk from goats. Now the sheep here, that's the white one laying behind the bale. It's kind of hard to see there. What's all that stuff on him that we use? We cut it off, we shear it off. It's called wool, and we can make all kinds of clothes out of that too. Down here we can see this one. This is the most common type of bird. What is it? Somebody just, I thought, what type of bird is this? It goes buck, 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 buck.
A chicken.
A chicken. Very good. Now, what do we call a boy chicken? Does anybody know? It's called a rooster. Now, everybody can do this together if you know the answer. Okay? What sound does a rooster make? Which is what you call more than one. Geese can be used as watchdogs. You'll notice, as I get closer to his pen, he gets noisier. If you own geese, you'll rarely ever have anybody come on your property that you don't know's there, because they will go nuts. Very, very protective. Oh, this is not scary. This is just a tissue that's wrapped up to look like a bit. Okay. See if you can find a place to sit that's back, guys.
Let me just kiss it back.
Okay. Now, what type of animal is this? It's a rabbit. And again, these are rabbits that we grow ourselves. They're not wild rabbits. Okay? These are much. All right, guys, good job. That was a little bit of a longer walk. You got here just fine, didn't you? Yeah, we're going to talk about that right now. I'm about to milk. Okay, now, this cow here, this is the best look anybody's had all day. There's a cow looking at you before. They were feeding over there and they weren't over here. Now this cow here has horns. Does that mean it's a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Do you know what? It could be either one. Boy and girl cows have horns. So that's not how you tell. There's a couple ways that I can tell this is a girl cow. Number one, it's got two babies called calves. So okay, it's probably a mom. Number four, the first thing anybody needs to grow something is a seed, right? Now, where do you put that seed to make it grow? Yeah. In the dirt or in the ground. Those are both correct answers. Now, once you put that seed in the ground, what do you put on it? What do you pour on it so that it grows? Water. Great answer. Now, you've got the seed in the dirt and you've got water on it and it starts to grow and it starts to grow up towards that bright light in the sky. What's that? Sun. So we need sunshine. That's the next thing that we need. So now we got four things. We got one left though. The other thing that we need to make things grow here at Lombardi Ranch, it flies around in the air and it goes bzzz. Yeah, bees are the key insect, although there can be many. You know what they do? They fly from... What's that?
Bees give you a cold.
They can. Some people are allergic to bees. Now, bees will fly from one flower to another. They'll go... Now, so we got to the leaves. Now, does anybody here eat flowers? What about this? Hopefully. Well, all right. Here it is. Okay. Now this is broccoli. Did you know broccoli is a kind of flower? It'd be easier if it was called broccoli flower, but it's not. But instead, we do have this white kind here. This is called cauliflower. And it's a type of flower. Good. Now we're going to move on to our gourds here. Our gourds, do you think you'd want to try and eat this? A bowl!
We missed a comment about the gourds.
Now,
I didn't record it, but he goes, what do you do with this?
I'm a self-admitted poor dancer, okay? So I don't need
one
any
girl
comments.
says,
What
you
can this
hit
be
the
used for?
bunnies with it.
A musical
She says you hit the
instrument,
bunnies
right?
with the gourd, and all the parents
So we
laugh.
can use it for that. Now my mom uses, and birds come and live in it. They're wonderful bird houses. Well, they could eat the seeds out of them, probably she left them in there. Okay, couple more things here. These are decorative gourds that we don't eat, but they're pretty. Okay, now, the very last thing here that we're most known for, pumpkins. Is this a full-grown pumpkin?
No, it's a little pumpkin.
It is a little pumpkin, but it is full-grown. It won't get any bigger, especially since we pick it. Now, it's not going to get any bigger. This is so you can make pumpkins of all sizes. So we've got little pumpkins, And then we also have what we call our Big Mac. Now, isn't this a huge pumpkin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the big one.
that is. Can you eat pumpkin? Do we eat pumpkins?
No.
Does anybody here eat pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do eat pumpkin pie. Now, you know what my favorite thing is to eat in those? I get the seeds out of them and I roast them in the oven and oh, they smell so good. Now, but you guys, the very last question I have for you is, what do you like to carve those into? That's right, and those are called jack-o'-lanterns, and some of you will probably do that. Guys, you've been really, really good. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to head down here. You're going to follow me, but you'll notice it's downhill. Let me have your attention, please, because I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay, everybody sit down. Okay, now listen very closely. That's fine, you can follow me, but I'm going to walk very slowly down here because it's downhill, okay? And I don't want anybody running, and we're going to go over there to our little pumpkin patch, and we'll line up, and once we line up, I'm going to get your teacher's bag for you, and then we're going to start picking our own pumpkins. Once you get your pumpkin, you're going to end up going out to the square bales. Now I'm going to need a couple adults. Once they get